Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. On Thursday, then on Friday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
So the Wolverines starting five. Evans out there with Garnett, and it's Murphy in at the shooting guard position. The closer is out there with Miller. Then it's the franchise, and there's Davis, and it's Johnson in at the 2. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
Yep, that one goes.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Pass to Page.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws.
Home team foul. Davis.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First team foul. At the line for the Wolverines. Page. 2 shots.
That one is off. Starks checked in for Davis. And he can't hit the second.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
And it starts that time on the assist by Johnson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Pass to Evans. Murphy against Johnson. We played just over a minute here in the first. And the basket by Murphy.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Johnson against Murphy. Miller with a screen on Murphy. Johnson can't get it to go. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Page. 9-point game his last outing. Pass to Evans. Makes it off the glass.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's the closer. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Evans with some nice D. Down low. Garnett the pass to Page. Here's the franchise. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Here's Page. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Here's Johnson. Rebound that time, collected by Nunley.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Miller against Murphy. Johnson, a wide open look. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. Johnson's got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That is his first foul of the game. Smith checked in for Starks.
Into the lineup for your home team, number 17, J.D. Smith.
Here's Page. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Page. It's a three-point game. 5 on the clock. Garnett, the screen. The 10-footer. Page with the bucket.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Johnson. Another miss by Johnson.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Nunley, covered by Miller. Pass to Murphy. Here's Evans. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's the franchise. Still scoreless. From 7, Smith's shot is good. Here's Page. Pass to Murphy. Here's Nunley, covered by Miller. Garnett with it. Here's Page. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Miller, the pass to Johnson. Smith with a screen on Murphy. Here's Johnson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got 7 points.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Page. Pass to Murphy. Here's Page. Back to Murphy. Over Johnson. They get a hand on it. Miller surveying the floor. Here's the closer. Still yet to score. Pass to Smith. Tries from 7. The shot, no good. To start out this game, about 43%. Here's Nunley. Page passes to Evans. And here's Murphy, covered by Miller. Miller against Murphy. Pass to Nunley. Just 4 to shoot. To end the drought. That one's not going to go.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Miller dishes to Johnson. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. He's got 9.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over.
substitution on the court.
And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. And you take a look at this home team. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move. And checking out the Wolverines, they have a lot of ground to make up.
I think for the Wolverines, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
And it's clear they didn't do enough in the offseason to make any kind of major improvement. They're in for a long year.
There's a minute left to play here in the first. And here is Lewis. Anderson outside. Pass to Winston. Miller right side. Oh, and he misses the dunk. The Wolverines have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Hunter. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Here's Winston. Lewis outside. Over Martin. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Up 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Here's Malone. And so in the game for the Wolverines, they've got Malone, and it's Potter in at the 3. They set the pick. Pass to Kane. Here's Potter. On the wing, Malone. 4 on the clock. The Wolverines need to get a shot off. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. 43% from the floor. To the middle. Winston the pass to Price. Here's Buchanan. Here he goes. Pass to Anderson. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. While we have the chance, we'd like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Anderson. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars, and I think we have a beautiful game now.
Both free throws good from Anderson. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Now, here is Reed. He's guarded closely. From deep. Here's Garnett. Hits the jump hook.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Gill against Miller. Shea outside. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Miller's got 3 assists now in this one.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Now, here is Reed. Defense right on him. Gill. Off target from three-point range. Miller inside. He's covered by Gill. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got his first points of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Reed the pass to Price. Gill kicks to Reed. There's the pick. Inside. Gill misses. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Miller the pass to Winston. Shea right side. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
One shot.
Free throw no good for Shea. The Wolverines have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Potter misses. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Stolen by Bosch. Serve covered by Starks. Bosch, a screen on Lewis. Here's Martin. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Lewis outside. Pass to Winston. Now here's Shea. Lewis outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over. The Wolverines making a switch here. And let's go to our leaderboard. Instant offense is the specialty of these guys. The highest scoring shooting guards of the past month. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Gill. To the wing on the left. Here's Page, covered by Johnson. They get the rebound. Evans passes to Page. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Starks outside. High, arcing shot, and the foul on the closer. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Here's Page. To the paint. It's deflected and taken away by Johnson. Here's the franchise. Davis dishes to Johnson. Over Murphy. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Davis. And now that's 11 points for Johnson.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over. Miller's checked in for Rainmaker. And a change for the Wolverines. Garnett's checked in. 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Pass to Evans. Over to the left wing. They set the screen. Here's Page. Back to Evans. They need this. Garnett. The rebound by the closer.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 to 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. And the first one drops.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
The Wolverines making a switch here. Potter's checked in. And so he's able to get one of two. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
Here's Page. Pass to Evans. Here's Murphy. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Davis setting the pick for Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Unable to get that one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. His last 10 games, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Davis with a screen on Murphy. Here's Johnson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Shooting one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. Murphy with the ball. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Johnson outside. Miller outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Miller's got 5 points in the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Page passes to Evans. Davis with some nice D.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Johnson outside. Shakes him out to Miller. 34 seconds left in the first half. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And even with that turnover, for the most part, they've done an outstanding job not being reckless and playing under control.
Rain Man's checked in for Davis. 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Here's Page.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
First personal foul, 14 foul.
And so we conclude the first half. They lead by 13. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
20.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
Well, I think for the home team, guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now, unable to get to the next level, searching for the answers.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the home team.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about primary options.
Which makes this club really difficult to defend for an entire game because they always have fresh people coming in. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And the Wolverines with possession. It's a 13-point game, and that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. We've got Davis. The franchise is out there with Johnson, and it's the closer. And it's Miller in at the small forward position. At 52% from the field, they're clicking. And for the Wolverines, we've got Garnett. He's out there with Evans. And it's Page in at the point. Puts the move on. Johnson can't get it to go. Miller is out there with the closer. Then it's Johnson. Then it's the franchise. And it's Davis in at the center position. Page passes to Evans.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Wolverines shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Now here's Johnson. And so in the game for the Wolverines. Garnett is out there with Evans. And it's Page in at the 1 spot. Miller kicks to Johnson. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. The jump hook. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. At a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executed. Murphy passes to Page. And Davis sends it back. First minute and a half of basketball here in the 3rd quarter. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Time called here. The Wolverines decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Nunley passes to Page. Garnett outside. Murphy against Johnson. Evans setting the pick for Murphy. Over Johnson. And the basket by Murphy. Murphy's got 9.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Davis with a screen on Murphy. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
The Wolverines making a switch here. Potter's checked in. Now Murphy. He's got 9. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Evans, a screen on Johnson to the inside. The jump hook. That one off the back iron and out.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4. Oh,
wow!
That is powerful.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Looking now at the numbers for the franchise. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 5 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
And that's what you need from some guys on the team. Not everyone can be an all-star. You need glue guys to find that success too.
Miller, no luck. The Wolverines have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Picked by Murphy.
Home team foul. Johnson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Page. And Big Red gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Page passes to Evans. Here's Murphy.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Pass to Davis. That's tipped. The shot by Murphy. No one around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. Here's Page to end the cold streak, and it's good on the way in. Page has got 6.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket? Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Wolverines making a switch here. And let's take this opportunity to show you the most productive rookie rebounders of the last 10 games. Well, you look at Davis. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
He's gotten the opportunity to make a contribution, and the numbers, they followed. I mean, he's shown he can help them control the backboard.
Winston the pass to Price. Outside, Davis. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. 6 points for Davis.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Malone. He sinks the 11-footer. Malone's got his first bucket of the night. Gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Pass to the closer. It's on target from the high post.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Evans, a screen on Price. Malone passes to Evans. Here's Gill. Now Evans. He's guarded by Davis. On the wing, Malone. Evans setting the pick for Malone. Over Price. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has gotten 6 rebounds now in the game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
1:36 left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Price for 3. And the rebound goes to Murphy. Looking at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Pass to Gill. On the wing, Malone. Evans, a screen on Price. On the wing, Malone. He's defended by Price. Here's Gill. Shot clock at 6. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Left side, Davis. The shot misses. Evans with some nice D. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Malone kicks to Murphy from downtown, and Davis pulls it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Price looking it over. There's a good screen. Davis, that's for 2. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Rain Man is out there with Lewis. Then it's Caffey. Then it's Smith. And it's Bernard in at the 4th. And that one's good. Caffey.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
And the Wolverines with possession. And here's Reed. Pass to Price. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Anderson, he's checked in for Smith. Good on the second free throw. It up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Martin against Lewis. And he banks in the layup.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Outside, Martin. Bosch sets the pick for Martin to the paint. And the dunk by Bosch.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Winston, who is outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lewis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leading.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Starks outside. Pass to Lewis. Back to Starks. Over Martin. A shot by Starks, no good. The Wolverines have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Back to Martin. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots a 3. Lewis grabs the board. Has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's Starks, and he slams it one-handed.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Martin against Lewis. Unloads from 13, and it's blocked by Lewis. Takes it inside. Winston, no good. Being just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Potter, the pass to Martin. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. To the middle, here's Kane. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul.
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Winston. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. The Wolverines have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Picked by Murphy. Inside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Jordan. And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Lewis checked in for Oakland. And a change for the Wolverines. Evans, he's checked in for Kane.
One shot.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, Buchanan.
That free throw missing. Price, he's checked in for Lewis. And he's good on the second. The Wolverines have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Now, here is Murphy. Tight defense on him from deep three-point territory. Rebounded by Buchanan. Gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Anderson. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Price has got 3 assists tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Evans outside. Pass to Page. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Fourth personal foul, second team foul. At the line for your home team, Buchanan. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Starks checked in for Anderson. Both good from the line that time.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Here's Page. Garnett with a screen on Price. Here's Page. And it's good for 2.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Price with it. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Right, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Shot clock at 5. Fires from 18. And he hits the jumper for 2. Price has got his first 2 points of the night. The Wolverines have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's Page. He's defended by Price. Evans, a screen on Price. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul, 4th team foul. At the line for the Wolverines, Page, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. 1:24 left to play in the final quarter. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Driving inside. Winston, no good. Starks with the steal. And he gets the bucket. Starks has got 4 points in the quarter. A paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Here's Page. Down low. Here's Evans. And Evans throws it down hard.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Here's Buchanan. From down in the low post, it goes.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
5th team foul. At the line for the Wolverines, Evans. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Now, here is Oakley. And so the home crowd treated to a win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. And now, our player of the game.